Yes, it's a continuation to where we were, ladies and gentlemen. We're still speaking about like how we can improve the colleges, public debate colleges in South Africa, because that's where actually the future of of the country is or lies, because we have a lot of people going to colleges trying to get education, trying to find skill, trying to learn about um, the what they wanna learn about, the careers and everything, the jobs and stuff. So yeah, this is what we'll be focusing on, man. Squad into the because what you wanna do, sifuna usiza abantu, sifuna usihlanganele, sifuna ukuthi silene, sibe ne-education emnandi, sifuna ukufunza, sifuna ukufunza ngenkani, because I think now it's difficult for you to get a job if you don't have any qualifications in South Africa. You see, things are getting tough, things are getting tougher, and so we need to actually support each other by all means. So yeah, it is necessary. It is necessary that we need to speak about the issues that affect all those issues that affect like the disturbance for you to get that particular education into uh, for you to get to learn, for you to do what you want to do, to get a skill, for you to have that knowledge, for you to be able to be called an employee or employer, because you first need to learn, regardless of whether it's a college or university or varsity or whatever. But then we need to focus, pay more attention into the issues that affect most of our people in South Africa, because now these issues are actually hindering with the progress or the success of everything, because that's why South Africa is always behind everything, because the education system or the education is not being taken seriously, as a matter of fact. So we need to tap into that and then raise awareness, push, make noise to government so that they can actually invest so much in education, because that's what's going to help the country moving forward. That's what we have to focus on, and that's why it's important for us to have this podcast to speak about these issues. And it can also it can't only be this podcast. There's be other podcasts that speak about different issues that are social, economic issues that affect us on a daily basis. We have to make that noise to government, even though it's gonna take long for government to assist, but we have to keep on making noise. We have to keep on knocking on the door for assistance until someone comes in. It might not necessarily be the government. There might be people who have funds we can assist. There might be people who have businesses who want to do this a program, want to do this campaign. So we have to be the foot soldiers. We have to come in and help while we can, because it is of paramount importance. It is of paramount importance that we assist in that regard, you know. So yeah, these are some of the issues that we have to speak about, because di a re tshwenya mo bophelong, and ra struggle man, ra struggle bafethu. So a re ncingisaneng bafethu. A lot of our brothers out there, man, ba kgona ho bear some are smoking weed. Okay, weed is fine. Some are smoking and they're just doing nothing there, man, because a lot of men are ending up in the street, dog, and it's not for us to judge them. It's not for us to judge them, you know what I'm saying? It's for us to actually bring the change, to make sure that your little brother and your next door, your neighbor don't get into that situation, man. We have to help as much as we can, man. So I'm gonna touch into podcast issues, because it's important, because we start this thing now. Most people might say it's a joke. Yes, it's a joke for now. But then there will be a time where it has to blow. There'll be a time where people are paying more attention. People are beginning to listen to what we're saying, because I think it's important, because we are doing this for people. We're creating an awareness. So I want to speak about podcast, and I can't speak about podcast without mentioning the kings. You know, when you speak about the kings, man, the kings of podcasting, chill, man. I'm a chiller myself, man. So yeah, it's good. We have to look into that. People always ask me, Ori, what inspired me to do that, and Because man, you're 5 subscribers. So I'm starting 5 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen, and this is my first podcast, and I'm happy about it. And I want people to just pay more attention to this and then listen to what we say, and just like you have to drink from the well of my wisdom. Because what we're going to do now, we're going to bring a lot of changes. We're going to bring a talk. We're gonna be having companies, people will be joining us. We'll be doing I'll be having co-hosts very soon. So I'm still working on that, but just the beginning, man. It's the beginning of everything. So we're just starting here, and we're gonna end somewhere, definitely. So what we're gonna do, be focusing on as a podcast, as a Teetouch at podcast. We are going to be focusing on upcoming artists. We're going to be focusing on the artists in the villages, the country. We're going to make sure that we give each and every podcast, each and every upcoming artist a chance to showcase, to actually. So what is what we're gonna be doing? If we're an artist, if you're a rapper, you're gonna do a freestyle, 2 minutes freestyle, 2 minutes is minimum. So this is what we'll be doing. We'll be bringing artists, and then we're gonna just interview them, and we're gonna share. At some point, what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be speaking about artists. Like today, we'll be speaking about Aries. Yeah, today we'll be speaking about Aries, and then we'll be speaking about artists, and then we're gonna speak about them, and there will be time when we have them physically. So because now we're not focusing on international artists, the national artists, aka Casper, Aries to come to the studio is too soon. But there'll be a time where we have to invite them to come to the studio. There'll be a time where we have place to interview people. There'll be a time because what we want to do, we want to reach people, but our focus is not only to just to interview people who are already famous. We want to take people who aren't given the flowers. So we're going to be focusing on giving people flowers in most cases, because we are going to recognize black excellence. But black excellence doesn't mean we're not going to have white people listening to us. We're not going to have less people. Not going to interview, because white people are already in that level. So we're trying to reach them. So we acknowledge them, we appreciate them, and we love white people. Yeah, but then we'll be focusing on black, because that's where we are lacking. We're going to make sure that we try to balance, you know, just to balance, to fix the imbalances of the past, So this is what we'll be doing, ladies and gentlemen. So, ladies and gentlemen, so this is the first thing. We're about to come to the end of our show, but I'm not saying we are on the verge of completion, ladies and gentlemen. But we can do that without finishing what we are here for. Okay. Piano to the world. Man, shout out to all the piano artists, man. Shout out to my producer. Shout out to Capture the Small. Shout out to Jesse Q. Shout out to Deben Gogo. Shout out to Melo and Sleazy. Shout out to Solpen Duga. Shout out to McG. Shout out to man, Damani, man. Shout out to Abados. Shout out to Bob Mabena, my nigga over there. Salute. Shout out to man, all piano artists, man. Thank you for putting South Africa in the map. So now we're saying piano to the world, man. I'm not taking anything from Afro artists. I'm just appreciate each and every one, man. Uh, Zex Banduini, DJ Shimza, Black Coffee, we appreciate the talent. Mesh Beats out the way from Limpopo, man. 011 will represent. You already know. So yeah, man. 013, we're here. We represent, man. We're happy. We're doing our own thing. Pumalanga, shout out, man. So we are appreciating each and every artist, man. But piano is at the peak right now, and we just need to take the moment and appreciate that. If they can have a stage in London, anything's possible, dog. If they can have a place and do piano in Portugal, I mean, anything's possible. So that's what I'm saying, man. We got to tap into that. We got to tap into that. We got to do our own thing. And listen, we got to appreciate each and every piano artist putting it out there. So because like it's a progress, man. It is something to speak about. It's South African genre, dog. People gotta tap into that, and we gotta thank the founders. You know, just just had these albums. We gotta thank everyone, man. We gotta do this, man. I'm proud of South African artists doing it. I mean, going out to the world performing, man. It's for the love, man. It's love, man. Let's do this. We tap into hip hop, ladies and gentlemen. Hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop. According to myself, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna name my top five top best artists in the game right now. And listen, this is just me naming it according to what I'm thinking. Okay, this is my views. Okay. Number one, I'm gonna give it to Aries. I'm gonna give it to Nasty. I'm gonna give it to MT. I'm gonna give it to Magaratu Boy. I'm gonna give it to Tado. These are the first five. I'm gonna give you the last five that combine the top 10. I'm gonna give it to Flame, KO, still consistent, Blackie, Lucas Webb, J Jody. Ladies and gentlemen, this is hip hop. We're speaking hip hop right now. Cause we're gonna speak about piano, but man, hip hop, man, hits the soul, man. It hits the soul. So I wanted to speak about Aries before I close because I think it's important. I mean, when we speak about Aries, we're speaking about one of the most coolest kid, I mean, the baddest rapper in Africa. The one who always, when we speak about Aries, we speak about bars, storytelling, metaphor, artwork, wordplay, man. So yeah, man, I'm speaking about Aries because I started following him when he left Ambitious Workout when he released his first single called Loyal after leaving Ambitious, and then he started doing his own thing with the Wrecking Crew, with Mesh Beats, with Benchmark, and then through Aries, we knew our Mesh Beats, we knew our Echo, we knew our Melo, we knew our Flame, we knew a lot of artists, Ghost, we knew a lot of artists, man. We knew a lot of artists, and then he brought many artists to life. And then we thank also Rick for putting him on when it was not easy to do so, when artists actually neglected him. Rick, what he did, he took him, they did a song called Pick You Up. He indeed picked him up, and then we have to always give credit to Rick Rickman. He's so rest in peace, the legend of the game, man. And uh, we thank. I think hip hop still has a long way to go, but I think it is going to be at the peak this year because I see many of the past bring hoping to actually do albums. So yeah, we are waiting. We're waiting for album from Iris Paradise 2. Actually, we're waiting for many catalogs from Iris because he's working with Metaphor, with Black Metaphor, Rick's producer. He's working with Edward. I think I forgot his name. He's working with. He has a project with. What's that guy from America? He also got a project Paradise dropping very soon. Uh, the boy's working hard, man. The boy's working hard. He already gave us the burning tree this year. He already gave us Heaven Can Wait with his brother G2 the shout out. Just hoping that in the future we're gonna get Jua, Jua, J Judy, his brother Aries, and his little brother and J Judy. We're hoping for that very soon. So yeah, man, we have to appreciate Aries, man. He brought a lot of people into life, man. He brought many people into life and he never disappointed on the best. Listen to his latest single where he's featured by Blackie called Sneaky. I'm speaking. I was sneaking on. It's a joy. It's a banger. So listen to that. Shout out to Nice to see. He's dropping a mixtape this year. I've been told he's working on a mixtape. He's with MT. He's with TI's son, Talom. Yeah, man, he's working. We need to appreciate talent. And he's working. He's out there in Africa doing big things. Doing big things. Shout out to MT, man. Shout out to MT. Flames dropping at the Jamaica too. Whoa. It's gonna be tough this year. But I'm not sure if the has dropping, but I know Nasty's dropping the mixtape. MT's dropping an album. Casper's dropping an album. AK's dropping an album. So we got a lot of albums coming in. Loki. I feel Loki. KO's dropping Scandal Puppet Drive. The most anticipated. You know, man. I think KO deserve a lifetime achievement award, man. He's been in the game for more than 20 years, dog, and we need to appreciate him while he's still alive. We need to give him his flower, man. From Karakara, from tear gas, man. Damn, we need to give him his flowers. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it for today. But before we close it, I want you to go and tell your friends that we're doing big things here. Shit is happening. So this is about the juice, man. We're gonna bring you the juice. So we're gonna be speaking. We're gonna meet. We can have another podcast tomorrow. We're gonna do podcast. So we're gonna be doing uh 3 podcasts per week, or we're gonna do one per week. And then if there's holiday, we're gonna do two because we're gonna have a lot of time. So that's what we're gonna be doing. And thank you, man. DJs in case married again, ladies and gentlemen. Since we are on a woman's month. So DJ made DJs in this married again. So guys, black Twitter guys. That thing that thing is not cool. That thing let us stop hating each other. That is the message to all the black people out there, excuse me. The message. I gotta be well with you. Guys, shout out to Robot Boy. That song is a banger. Robot. Okay, it's fine. Guys, we are black. White people love each other. White people love each other. So what I'm saying to you, as black people, we need to love each other regardless of where we come from. I might be from Zimbabwe. I might be from Zambia. I might be from Congo. We need to love each other. We are one thing. We are black. That's why we're black and color. So let's celebrate black excellence. Let's work together. Let's love one another. Listen, if even if they leave South Africa, even if the so-called foreigners leave South Africa, we're still gonna have the same problems that we have. The problem is not with foreigners. The problem is with the country, with the government. Let us work together, comrades, to make sure that we sort out the issues. Let us stop this self-hatred on each other. Let us stop hating each other. Let us stop saying this one is from Nigeria. If someone does crime, it should be crime. It should never be a crime of Nigerian, a crime of Zimbabwean, a crime of Zulu, a crime of Zonga. A crime is a crime. It must be dealt with decisively. And if one guy from Zimbabwe does a crime, it does not mean all the Zimbabweans will do crime. We need to stop with that thing. We need to start having a different mindset. Guys, this thing called Black Twitter is not taking us anywhere. It's just to reveal hate amongst black people. Just there to destroy black lives. Many people have committed suicide because of social media. Do you know what happened to Patrick Shine? Somehow his death is influenced by social media, black Twitter, all this kind of shit. We have to stop there. We have to be ashamed of ourselves. As a black man, hating each other, we need to love each other. We need to appreciate each other. We need to learn from each other. And we are people, we have to make mistakes. We're still going to make mistakes. We are still going to make mistakes. By the way, let's support black businesses. This Black African Pure Child, established in 2019 by one of my friends, one of my bro. If you want it, just hit me up and then I will assist you. I will give you more information on it on the next episode. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for supporting. It's the first episode of the first Teetouch and podcast. So let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it going. Peace.